Hello everybody, it's Brian here of this wonderful YouTube channel. If this is what Brian Thinks Adventures, I thought I would like to provide a last week of March 2022 update before the first day of Friday, April 1st of 2022, the fourth month of this year, 2022 draws near. And I also wanted to tell you some very wonderful positive news, what is going on. And before I get to that, I just want to tell you what's going on right now before I get into any details. So I just want to tell each and every one of you respectively, as well as respectfully, my Auntie Bobby has helped me email my resume to the University of Alberta Hospital for a part-time job position opportunity. So I should hear a response from them, hopefully within the next week or so. Likewise, I am also still focusing very hard on finding a new part-time job that is closer to my place, where it's very convenient. Also, today, my mom and I had lunch at Harvey's, and we also got to see the movie called The Wolf and the Lion at the Cineplex in South Edmonton Common this afternoon. So we had a very nice afternoon. And likewise, I just really want to say is that of all the amazing things that has really been going on over this past year, like you may recall this before and after this past summer, like I was going through some rough times when my grandma passed away of terminal cancer the first Wednesday of June 2nd, at the beginning of last June, and then after I lost my old job, 4 weeks after, my Auntie Hazel passed away of flesh-eating disease peacefully in heaven. But I had some very positive things to say during the day of my Auntie Hazel's funeral, how she was very proud of the man I've grown up to be, and how both she and my grandma and grandpa, how very responsible I am, how I respect other people, how I am allowed to use public transit on my own here, and also on my travels to Hamilton, my old place in Ontario, as well as having the opportunity of taking the bus on the GO bus and the GO train at Aldershot Station in Waterdown, where my Auntie Paula is not too far from, where her place is not that far from Aldershot GO, is very convenient, because last July I filmed a couple CNT Grand West vicinity buses on the HSR buses of Hamilton Street Railway when I was there. And in fact, most importantly, of all the choices I've been making since June of last spring, over this past summer of July and August of last year, this September of 7 months ago, October of 5-6 months ago, and the choices I've been making since not just this past winter, but the choices I'm making right now, and as we go into this spring of the last 8 days of March, and the first few weeks of this April and May. And likewise, I'm also getting my Adobe Photoshop design courses going on at MacEwan University between Saturday, April 30th to Saturday, May 14th. So my mom and I were still getting that sorted out this week, since I'm going to be starting school at MacEwan University in a few weeks from now, later on this April of next month. In fact, after this summer, come next fall of next September, in the start of the 2022-23 semester term, I will still be returning back to NAIT for my in-person Adobe Photoshop course level 2 come next fall of next September. And also, right now, I'm also in a wonderful transitioning of getting my new part-time job found closer to me on the south side within the Garno area and Old Strathcona area, not far from here, where it's convenient and where it's going to be less of a hassle for me. Since I have thought very carefully since this past summer at thinking about other part-time opportunities, what I'm interested in doing for my work that allows my post-secondary education college schedule, and that way it's not affecting my studies. And most importantly, I am still going to continue making YouTube videos of various public transit systems. And this year, I'm also going to get my birthday party on track that I have had temporarily put off for the last while, for the last 2 years. So I will be coordinating with my friends, so sometime between the end of this month of March as well as April, just before the beginning of May. So to let them know what time my birthday party is on the 15th of May, the week after Mother's Day, since Mother's Day falls on Sunday, May 8th of this year. So that's why we're going to move my birthday party to Sunday, May 15th, the middle of May of this spring of the following month from this April. So, and likewise, for those who may want to know is, before I get into any more of the details, my 29th birthday is coming up this May in a month from this April. So I'm coming up with a lot of brilliant ideas, and hopefully I can go attend a rave again, either Union Hall or the Church of John for my 29th birthday, since I haven't been able to for the past 2 years because with so much uncertainty, and I hope to get my fourth vaccine booster dose this year because I got my third booster already. And yes, I am definitely in the process of reworking my plans in between my new part-time work schedule as well as my schooling. So there'll be lots of great things to come. And most of all, I'm also going to say Happy April Fool's Day to each and every one of you come the first Friday of April 1st, as I did it last year, and I will do it again this year, so I'll do that as well. And more importantly, I just want to tell you is that I have been making so many YouTube videos of my adventures and ETS bus trips, LRT trips, and various public transit trips out of town on my travels for so long, and remembering the same familiar places that I still know and remember on my visits to Hamilton, my old place in Ontario, including our familiar bus routes on the HSR of Hamilton Street Railway, and as well as our GO Bus and GO Train on our Lakeshore West line of route, on the GO Transit in the GTHA I always go to, because it's always very familiar to me, and it's always by the beautiful Lake Ontario, and I always stick to when I go to and from Union Station on my visits in Toronto. And as always, I will still keep doing my subway trip videos and my streetcar trip videos on the TTC in Toronto during the day, still being respectful and mindful of other people, just like I do on ETS in Strathcona County, as well as other places too, and including random elevators of all kinds, since I know how to find them random elevator brands too. And this year, I hope to go back down to Calgary for the Calgary Stampede again this summer of this July of this year, of this summer 2022 coming up, including the following next summer of 2023 next year, and summer 2024 the year after, 2025 and 3 years from now. And YouTubers, I really want to say thank you for this last week of March 2022 update. And before I go, I'm also going to be reworking my stuff before this summer draws near. So come later on this June and the first few weeks of July, before and after I go for the Calgary Stampede, as well as this later on the summer in August. And of course, come next fall, at the beginning of next September, for the 2022-2023 2022-2023 semester term at the beginning of next fall, of next September. And my mom also has the tickets for us to go to the Alberta Comic Con. We are definitely going to go next fall at the end of the summer, come September as well. So there's lots of wonderful things up in the air. YouTubers, have yourselves a safe night. March 24th of 2022. Thank you for hearing me talking about last week of March 2022 update. March 24th of 2022. Have a safe night, everyone.